You're not going to want to miss this episode of the AI Show. We're going to talk all about the newest features from Azure Form Recognizer with my friend Lou. Make sure you tune in. Hello and welcome to this episode of the AI Show. Where we're talking all about the newest features from Azure Form Recognizer with my good friend Lou. Lou, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are and what you do.
Sure. My name is Lu Zhang. I'm a product manager working on Azure Form Recognizer.
So we're talking about the newest features. Can you tell us all about them?
Sure, yeah. In the Azure Form Recognizer, we have a bunch of models that can help you extract text, key value pairs, tables, and the structures from your documents. We have already done a lot of models, like including the document analysis, pre-built models to understand your domain-specific documents, as well as the custom models. So in the latest release, we have introduced the health insurance cards and vaccination card as the two pre-built model that you can use in the healthcare scenario. You can also do the custom models to understand the unstructured documents like contracts to help you easily manage your contracts documents.
So that's fantastic. So basically, we're adding new models. You're adding, I didn't do any of the work. You're adding new models to automatically recognize things like vaccine cards. Is that right? How does that
Yes.
work?
Yes. Yeah, let me show a quick demo.
Okay.
So what I'm going to show is this little app, which you can easily take a picture using this scanned COVID-19 vaccination card. I just take a picture, and I don't need to wait for that. I have already processed this vaccination card and ID document. And as you can see from the result, it can quickly extract your key information from the vaccination card, including date of birth, first, last name, and when you got your vaccination for the first and the second dose. So
That
that's how, yeah, it's very easy and straightforward. Just the two simple API calls, you can get all this information.
yeah, so it basically looks at the form and extracts all of that data. And and the next question, you kind of like jump to it because how is this done? You said say simple API call. Can you show us
Yes,
that too?
exactly. You just need two simple API calls. So as I just mentioned, we have two new pre-built model. One is the vaccination card, and the other is the healthcare insurance card, which this is the example on our studio. And the key information we extract, including like copays, group number, ID number, insurer, etc. As you might know, like for all these health insurance card, it's issued by different companies. So there are a lot of templates, which is not easy that you can extract this information. But what we offer today is just the REST API, which I'm going to show you in this Jupyter notebook. The thing you just need to set up is deploy your form recognizer resource and input your endpoint and API keys and specify the version and put the post URL composed as this, and then use the headers as the key you have already got. And you can also pass in through this source URL with a pointer to your image, as I just showed. Using the stream file, use the base 64 format to fit in your file. And then comes to the most exciting part, which you just need to do a HTTP post with the headers and the body of the data. And once it's analyzed, you can then use this GET request to get the result. So the result is returned in a JSON format, which you can see an easy sample here. It includes all the text information with the bounding box and words. It also includes the key fields, which I just showed, like the copays, the RxBin, RxPCN information. And I have this function that you can parse this JSON result, and the output will be something look like this.
Interesting. So it's literally just a post and a get call to get the stuff out of the form in the way that you want it.
Yes, exactly.
That's really cool. Now, you did mention a little bit about custom things. What did you mean by that?
Yes. Again, you can go back to the Form Recognizer Studio, which you can click on from the homepage, the custom model. tile. And then you will enter this page. We have two options, template-based models and neural models. Today I'm going to show is the neural model, which can help you to understand unstructured documents like contract. As you know, like contract is really like these long documents and it's unstructured. So it takes a lot of time for these legal lawyers to analyze the document and review them and manage them. But with the custom neural model, which you can easily build a customized model to train that with a few samples. And what you just need to do is to label 5 samples from the like agreement, which I have already prepared. You can like highlight these labels, different party names, alias, and their like the agreement title and effective date, etc. And once you have finished the labeling, you can simply click on the train button, and that will trigger the model training process. So we can name it as like the second iteration of the contract model, and put some description, then select the neural one and kick off the training. This may take a few minutes to run, and I have already prepared one which finished the training. And once you get the model available, you can just click on the model and click on test. And I can then just upload an image. This is notice like another type of contract. It's not the same contract which I use for the training,
Mhm.
but it's a co-branding agreement. But what I can simply do is just click on the analyze button, and it will automatically extract this information which I want to like analyze and manage the contract.
So as it's doing that, because I want to see because I want to catch up a little bit. So
Mhm.
basically, you take any contract that you have that you want to do form processing on, you highlight the things that you want to get out of it, and
Yes,
then you train a model with examples of these things. Am I getting this right so far?
yes, exactly.
Okay, and then once you've trained the model, how many documents would you need? Well, we'll get to that question in a second. You train the model, and then you can give
Mhm.
it new forms that it can
Yep.
do inference on to get the stuff out.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So if we zoom in a little bit, as you can see, the training data I use is all like affiliate agreement, which is one type of the agreement, the contract. But the testing data, which I'm doing the prediction against, is the co-branding agreement, which is another type. But even though these are two different types of documents, I can still like use one which is available for my training and predict another type.
Interesting. So basically, you're able to go through a ton of forms and pull out the exact information you want once you've trained these models. Is that right?
Yes. Yes. And to answer your question, how many samples do we need? As you can see, these purple icons, these are the ones I have already labeled. It
Mhm.
only takes you like a few minutes to label 5 samples at least, and you can get a trained model ready.
With 5 samples?
Yes.
That's pretty amazing. What do you have? What do we have to look forward to in the future? Because I know this is like right now, but can you tell us more about what's coming down the pike?
Sure. Yep. Besides these models I have just introduced, I want to like also highlight the upcoming features we will be supporting in June. So for read, which is the basic OCR extraction, we will support more document type, including all these popular Office formats and HTML documents. We will also like help you detect page object, which including paragraphs, headers, footers from your document, and enhance the dense table extraction for the layout model. I have introduced the new preview model with vaccination card and health insurance card, but we are also going to do the language expansion to existing models, including business card and the invoice. For custom model, as I just demoed, we will continue support the tables, especially the tables that cross multiple pages that you can train using the custom model. And for Studio, you can also use the API endpoint and key-based access, and we are expanding to US government endpoint as well.
So this is all really amazing. I love seeing what was, what is now, and then
Mhm.
what's coming. Where can people go to find out more?
Oh, you can definitely go to our different links, aka.ms AI Show Automate Form Recognizer.
Mhm.
Using this short link, you can access all the resources available.
Fantastic. There, I know there's a learn more link. So if you want to learn more, there's a link right there for you. And then finally, there's some FAQs there. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to add before we go?
No, thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, Lou, for being with us. We've been learning all about the newest features from Azure Form Recognizer with my friend Lou. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Take care.